everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm enclosing the front porch for the puppy. It's March 21st, 2025, and in September 29th, 2024, 4 days after Hurricane Helene, I went up to our regional park to see the river and see if there was any damage done to the park that I absolutely love to go to. And at any rate, when I was up there, there was this dog barking all the time, and I looked around. It was a little schnauzer puppy. It was the cutest thing. But I had just lost Cooper. For those of you who've been following me for a while, you know what happened there. And then I had that other dog that had behavioral issues. I'm like, man, I just cannot take on another dog. So I came back home and I thought about it. So I called my buddy and I said, let's go check this dog out. So I picked him up. We went up to the park and we asked around whose dog this was, and everybody kept saying it's yours or mine. And I'm like, okay. So we wrapped the dog up, brought it home. I took it to the vet and he was chipped, and ends up that he had all of his shots, no issues, no health issues, nothing, and they told me to keep him. So guess what? I did. And he wasn't even a year old, and he has survived that hurricane on his own, not even a year old. And somebody at the park, oh yeah, that's right, somebody at the park said that when they found him, he was sitting on a patch of dirt about that big with all his little feet together, surrounded by water. Anyway, so I brought him home and he's been doing great. And even though my backyard is enclosed, it's really not shady enough, and I got all that landscape fabric. It's not really dog friendly right now. And I'm just now beginning to revamp my whole front yard, and I haven't got it fenced in. So this seems to be what I need to do, is just enclose the front porch. That way he's right there against the house. I don't have to worry about him getting stolen. And I got this idea from a guy on YouTube who enclosed his whole deck, his back deck, in cattle paddle fence. And I'm like, okay, well that sounds easy. So just to let you know, this is not a how-to video. This is just a how I did it. And I have no experience in building. I don't know how I'm going to do a gate. I don't know anything about it, but this is only temporary until I get the front porch enclosed. Now, thinking about it, I do want railing out there because I've been growing succulents, and I need a shady area for them to grow because I ran out of room in the carport. So I don't know. Let's just see how I do it. Let's see how it turns out. And he's barking in there at the picture window at something. So let me go see that and check on the bacon. And let's get to building. Okay. All right, before we start building, let's go out here and have a look at the front porch. And as you can see, I have a rug. It was the wrong size for inside the house, so now it's an outdoor rug. Here is the remnant cattle panel. I will be turning this upside down because this is a little bit smaller squares than these. I know my house needs to be painted. I understand that, but that's not going to happen probably until the fall. I've got too many other irons in the fire right now. This is a oil based, and this is latex. This house used to be painted pink. Now I'm going to build the gate as wide as the door, so whatever the width is from here to here on the inside is what I'm going to build the gate. So the dog will be able to, you know, look at the road and the front yard and all that. So let me go ahead and determine how high. I don't want the rail, I don't want this fence to be that high. I need to make a determination on how high I want this to be. So let me get that. I got to take this out and spray paint it. So once I got to spray paint this black, I'm going to lay it on top of this. I'm going to lay it on top of that landscape fabric right there and just paint it black. I'm going to be using this. This is flat black Rust-Oleum spray paint. All right, so let's get out here and get these 3.5-inch blocks cut. We got Oliver, who is having a field day with this knotted rope toy. Isn't that right, baby? Isn't that right? Hey, baby. Let me see. Let me see the baby. Let me see the baby. Oh, that's some good loving. All right, so I went out back and I found some wood that I had left when I was doing a sink build at the pole barn. I don't know if I've uploaded that video yet or not. So I'm doing 4 3.5-inch 2x4s. And I need 2 3.5-inch 4x4s. So let me get those cut and then we'll start the build. Rather have all 4x4s. That way it's uniform. Two right here. So what I need to do is I need to measure the width of my door because that's going to be the width of my gate. Okay, this is a 32-inch door. So it's going to be a 32-inch opening inside to inside. I got to take my multi-tool and cut out this piece of wood that runs this way so that this 4x4 sits flush with the wall. help if I could sit on my right hip, but I can't. I injured it last year by trying to sit on my right hip. This is right, and yeah, that is money. There we go. Alright, that's where I am right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the dog lunch. I'm going to go play with him for a while. Then I'll put the 4x4s on each side. I know it seems a little tall. It's supposed to be 36 inches, a handrail is, or a porch rail. But I have a dog that has really good vertical jump skills. And it's not that I'm worried that he's going to scale it. It's just that I want to put plants up here. What I did was I took a my 2x4 and then my top rail, which is going to be a 1x6. So I can put flower pots up there. Now when I sat in this chair, I could easily see over the top. So I don't think it'll look too bad. I'm going to have to make it overexposed a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing. I've got to get this plumb, and it is way over here. I'm going to countersink it so that the cattle panel sits flush against this board. Let's check it. The outside, in case there's any imperfections. This board's got a twist in it, which as long as I make it look good on the outside, it is flush over here. Overexpose you again. Alright, got that done. Let's tap it at the bottom. Oh, I need to go this way. Okay, it's flush on the bottom, it's square, and it is plumb. So there we go. Can you see that? It's plumb. Okay, so now down at the bottom, I gotta put a 3.5 inch 2x4. I'm going to drive it in with a 3-inch nail. Screw. Make sure that it's flush.